दुनिया मेरा घर है, बस स्टैंड मेरा अड्डा है, जब मन करे आ जाना, राजू मेरा नाम है। और प्यार से लोग मुझे बुलाते हैं कुली नंबर 1।
कोई शक?
ए कुली।
November 27th, 2020, the trailer of David Dowen's 45th film, Coolie No.1 dropped, which will be available for viewing on Amazon Prime Christmas Day. A remake of the 1995 smash hit, which had Govinda and Krishna Kapoor in the lead roles, the film has his son Varun Dhawan and Sara Ali Khan reprising the roles on a more elevated scale. As someone who grew up watching David Dhawan films and being an avid fan of Govinda, one would think, yes, a remake, awesome, right? Sadly, that's not the case. Just from watching the trailer, I could pick up things that would be problematic for the masses, and just from the hate surfacing online, I feel it's important to present my pre-analysis of Coolie No.1 and why I feel this should be a wake-up call for the industry. Issue number 1 is the comedy. The comedy that is presented in 95% of David Dhawan films is slapstick comedy, meant for time pass. However, the comedy feels regressed, as in the original film, there are major problems, particularly of how women are represented. In the original Coolie No.1, the female characters are viewed as naive, who blindly trust their husbands as pure and innocent and simply follow directions, thus not having a mind or a voice of their own. Secondly, Kadir Khan's character, a wealthy but miser landlord, only views his daughters as not only suitable for marriage, but as price tags, as his main dream is to get his eldest daughter, Malti, played by Karishma, to marry a man twice as rich as him, despite the characteristics of the individual. Plus the writing. You know, as an avid David Dhawan fan, I have to say the writing does insult one's intelligence, with the cheesy one-liners and gibberish sounding like another language. I mean, issue number 2 is the music. This can't be disputed. A major highlight of any David Dhawan film is the music.
मैं तो रास्ते से जा रहा था, मैं तो भेलपुरी खा रहा था, मैं तो लड़की घुमा रहा था, ओ रास्ते से जा रहा था, भेलपुरी खा रहा था, लड़की घुमा रहा था, तुझको मिर्ची लगी तो मैं क्या करूं, तुझको मिर्ची लगी.
To me, Coolie No.1's music is ranked the best out of the David Dhawan Govinda collab because it feels like comfort food. And having the regular duo Anand Milan composing the music, who also composed for Hero No.1 and Raja Babu, you're in for a treat. Sadly, the current taste of the music industry, it's mainly remixes and forgettable songs. From the trailer, it has been officially reported that 2 of the most iconic songs of the original and of Govinda's career are being remixed. Medo Raste Se Ja Raha Tha and Hunz Hai Suhana. The 90s was the time of Govinda. He was the superstar of the 90s, delivering back-to-back comedy hits, with the majority of them being directed by David Dhawan, whom I call the Manmohan Desai of the 90s. Whether it's the tacky clothing, funny facial expressions, or the one-liners, Govinda made them memorable. However, that style only worked in the 90s and a bit of the early 2000s. This generation has been exposed to more thought-provoking comedy films, such as Hera Fairy and Three Idiots. Secondly, with the current state of Bollywood, you need to have your own identity. I can see the aspect of a son helping a father, but someone like Varun needs to realize that you can't be Govinda number 2. Govinda is going to hold the title of the king of comedy, given he popularized the genre on a whole new different level. And we've seen the reaction of Varun replicating Govinda seen in Judwa 2 and Main Tere Hero. It doesn't click with the masses. That type of Manmohan Desai filmmaking needs to be kept in that appropriate era.
इस शहर ने हमरा सब कुछ छीन लिया, हमरे बाबूजी, हमरी मूछे, हमरी चुटिया, हमरा सब कुछ, और हमरी चंद्रमुखी.
Being a critic, I have no choice to watch the film, given it's my job to critique. Yet the fan of me does miss that nostalgia. And to play devil's advocate, The supporting cast, which consists of Prahesh Rawal, Javed Jafari, Johnny Lever, and Rajpal Yadav, sounds promising. Secondly, and I'm very glad that they did this, they roped in Udit Narayan, one of the voices in the 90s, to sing for this film. And for those who don't know, I'm a die-hard fan of Udit. We'll see if my thoughts change or stay the same come Christmas. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Instagram, Christian Dar, for updates. Till next time.